Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaylee. In this video, I'm going to share with you how I welcome sadness without losing myself in it and how to let go. Be able to feel free and just be genuinely happy and able to just live your everyday life like no other. So, in no way am I an expert. I'm just a gal living her everyday life. I do these videos to help you guys out because even if I can just help one person, that's what matters to me, and that is my goal, even if just one person. I have my notes here and on my computer too, because I did write a whole essay, whatnot, just for fun, like a year or two ago on letting go, and I think very important topics are on here. So yeah, if I'm looking over or looking down, I have my notes. I wish I was someone that could just not have notes, but again, I don't want to forget anything, so then you guys will actually get the information that is needed. I am going to have video chapters up here. If you want to skip to a specific one, you can, and it'll be in the description box too. So that way you can just click on the time and it'll automatically get you where you need to go. So I am going to cover journaling, letting go, gratitude, and some other topics. And this is how I manage my sadness without losing myself in it. Let's just get started. Okay, so I think the biggest thing is reflection questions for journaling, and I have some examples for you guys. Also, wait, before I really get started, there's gonna be noise going on upstairs and I can't help it. It's been going on all morning. I do need to get this video done, so I'm sorry about that. Really sorry. It's annoying me, so I know it's gonna annoy you if you hear it. Okay. First question, am I being honest with myself and others? This is a good one because it really gets you thinking. Are you being honest with yourself? My answer to this question, when I was going through what I was not honest with myself or others. And then I realized, shit, I need to start being honest with myself. Lying is getting me nowhere. It's not helping. It's making me feel down even more. So I started being honest with myself, and it naturally came to me to be honest with others. It changes things a lot. It really does. It definitely helps when you're not lying anymore. Next question is, what am I avoiding? Are you avoiding anything? And it can be anything. So write down if you are avoiding anything. What are some signs you noticed when your mental health is dipping? Lack of action and no motivation. I start to judge and compare and get a little jealous. When my mental health is dipping, I tend to also just be grumpy and upset and yell, and it's not good. It's negative. So if you can notice those signs, that is a really great step to move forward. With journaling, there's also prompts, sayings that you can keep reminding yourself of, and that I keep reminding myself too, because it really helps. I consistently have to remind myself of the positive, and here are some prompts that you can tell yourself over and over again until you start to feel better. Just because I'm thinking something does not make it true. Social media is so toxic and so fake nowadays. You never know what is a fact and what is just cap, if you know what I mean. So I think with being on the internet, it has to be a .org or .gov, or else it's not true. And nowadays it's just so hard to believe anything nowadays. So just because you're thinking something does not make it true. Like, research, if anything, to see if it is true before you say anything to anyone. This hurts, so I need to be extra kind toward myself. That's a good one. And it's hard to tell yourself that too, or remind yourself, because when you're hurting, you're hurting. But at the end of the day, for me consciously, yeah, sure, I might want to get like an alcohol beverage, but I'm like, no, I don't need to do that. It's not going to help me. So be kind to yourself. This feeling is uncomfortable, but it will pass. Yes. So my emotions, I tell myself I don't like my emotions. I don't like how I feel, this and that, but it will pass. And it does. It does pass. It's not that great right now, but it's not the worst thing ever. I think that's a really important thing to remember. What you're feeling, it's not the worst thing ever. It's not comfortable and it's not the best. There are definitely worse things out there, but your feelings are valid too. So keep that in mind. Not everything will go my way, but I can be flexible. Girl, guys, if you guys are not flexible, then what's the point in even trying? You have to be flexible. Not everything is going to go your way. Not everything does go your way. Nothing in life is fair. It's okay to not have an okay day. Yes, 100% yes. Because literally yesterday I was just not in the best mood. I was not great to my boyfriend. I like snapped at him and I'm like, it'll pass. Like, it's okay. Like, I just need to feel these feelings. And now the next day I'm feeling so much better. I let myself just feel those emotions. I've dealt with harder situations and I know it'll get better. Oh my God. This one is a big one because yes, 100%. Count how many times I say yes and 100%. I for sure have dealt with much, much harder times. And now that I know how I've dealt with those situations before, I can do better for the present and future. And last prompt, I prefer something else, but I can deal with this too. Pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so letting go. This, no matter what, is going to be an everyday struggle for the rest of your life, but you can manage it. So, like I just said earlier, I let myself feel all that I feel in order to let go. I don't hold anything back anymore. I just let it out. If I need to cry, I cry. If I'm angry, I'm angry. I feel. Because if you hold it back like I used to, it builds up. And then just one day you're just going to snap and then you're going to feel insane and even worse about yourself and judge yourself. And we don't want that. So feel when you need to feel. Listen to your gut feeling. This is a huge one. If anything you take out of this video, listen to this. Listen to your gut feeling, because there are so many situations that I could have avoided if I would have just listened to my gut feeling, and my life would be better in a way. It would be so much better. I wouldn't have the trauma that I have now if I would have just listened to my gut feeling. Also, the first step for me was being 100% honest with myself. I used to lie to myself all the time. I would always white lie, and it was just not healthy at all. Once I started being 100% honest with myself, I made things a lot better. Or I didn't make things a lot better. That doesn't make sense. But things became better for me. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but things were just better for me once I started being honest with myself. And I started feeling better too. I was like, oh, it's lifting a weight off my shoulders, being honest with myself. I think the secret to being able to let go is truly knowing yourself. Hold on. Not what you do or what you like, but knowing yourself emotionally is the key. So when I wrote this prompt essay on letting go, I asked a lot of people on my Facebook, how do you guys let go? And I'm going to read some of those for you. And then comment down below what you think about them. I'm not going to say my thoughts on them. I'm just going to let you guys tell me what you guys think. The first one is force yourself to be spontaneous. Okay. Cannabis, microdosing, positive affirmations, working out, hiking, and yoga. Okay. Okay. Driving aimlessly for hours. If the situation is bad enough to make me worry about it, I bottle it up and push through the day until I can either get to go drive or just sit in the shower for hours. Some more answers. Force yourself to get out of your comfort zone. Going to the gym, schedule self-care. I worry that I don't worry enough. Be away from demands of life. Let me just put it this way. Does that sound like letting go? Like, in a way, yes, it does. But truly, if you really think about it deeply, is that letting go? My answer is no. So, what shall we do about that? Well, what triggers you? What causes you to have all of those negative thoughts? What in the past caused you trauma? Some more questions that you can think about and answer. Gratitude. Being grateful for things you have and don't have. Gratitude isn't just about like, I'm grateful to have a laptop. I'm grateful to be able to film. I'm grateful to have the freedom to free speech. I'm thankful to have the Constitution and all the rights that we have. I'm grateful for this. Being grateful is also being grateful for things that you don't have. And it goes deeper than just having and not having what you have. It's being okay with it too. You can't focus or worry about the feelings that you want, can't focus on the what ifs, and can't focus or worry about the what's, who's, when, and where. It won't accomplish anything for you. Just doing it will accomplish things. This is a big one because I've noticed that for me, if I have it written down and on my laptop, on my phone, in my journal, even if it was just like hanging on the wall in front of me, that's not gonna help me actually do it. Just doing it will. I can't even really think about it. I just have to do it. I don't know how other people are, but I finally realized that. I'm like, I just need to do it instead of saying I'm gonna do it. Okay, we're coming near the end, so realize what you need to let go. Grab a notebook and pen and write down everything that comes to mind when needing to let go. It doesn't have to be perfect or even make sense. Just write down what comes to mind. This could be anything from emotions, feelings, or mindsets. Writing all these down will give a good indication of where to start. Evaluate who or what makes you feel good and what constantly makes you feel weak, negative, or bad. Give yourself the same advice you'd give to a friend. Pretty self-explanatory. That will significantly help you too. Because the more you reflect on yourself and go as deep as you can within yourself, the better it is in welcoming sadness, because then when you're sad, you know exactly how you are as a person and how you feel, don't feel, what you want, don't want, and how to like manage it better. Saying your goodbyes. Now, saying your goodbyes is the hardest but most crucial thing you can do. It will give you a sense of relief. A weight is being lifted off your shoulder. You have to say goodbye to all those negative thoughts, what ifs, and questions. Do not let yourself get attached to anything. Everything in life is temporary. Find what works best for you, whether that's saying it out loud, thinking it for the role it had in your life, or writing it down and then burning it. By doing so, you are accepting what you have at the moment and taking control of your life. Forgive and be kind to yourself. Remember, everything is going to be hard and may even seem impossible, but nothing in life is impossible to do. I promise you, you will feel a release of energy when you free the emotional, mental, and physical baggage that's weighing you down. For sure. I don't even know how else to explain it. You'll know when you do it. You will 100% agree with me when you do it. Cut all ties. This will feel uncomfortable and sad at times, but your feelings are valid. Let yourself feel the feelings. It's at that moment when you know it's the right thing to do. If you feel the need to run back, remember where it led you in the first place. This is a huge one because we're all tempted to go back to our old habits because that's comfortable to us. But the biggest lesson that I learned even last year is it doesn't get you anywhere. You're not growing, you're not improving, you're just stuck where you have been. And if you want to grow and learn and improve, you will instinctively know this is not right, I need to do better, and you will not go running back to your old habits. And accept the new you. Explore the world around you. Test the waters. Even now, as broken as you may feel, you are still so strong. There's something to be said for how you hold yourself together and keep moving, even though you feel like shattering. Don't stop. This is your healing. It doesn't have to be pretty or graceful. You just have to keep going. And a really important prompt to say to yourself would be, I accept myself here and now and consciously experience everything I feel, think, say, and do as a necessary part of my awakening. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, got something important out of it, and let me know your thoughts on these topics. I could definitely go way more in depth on this, but I'm not going to. I don't want this to be a very long video. I will see you guys on Saturday. Bye.